Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more of This Is the Police. We're just finishing up day 5, exactly where we left off the last time. Just going to do end the day and get into whatever happens next. It looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day, more like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Okay. So I'm not quite sure when the game saves. Like, I literally am recording this straight after the last episode, so I haven't sort of quit out of the game yet. That's a checkpoint. Okay, so it's the checkpoint at the end of the day, but then, okay, so we come onto this screen. So actually that's okay. That's kind of given me what I need to feel more confident closing the game. Oh, Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Mayor Rogers, not afraid of the competition. I wonder if that Thomas Blaine thing is something that is going to develop and sort of become more relevant to the action in the game.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
Did he get away?
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
It's a goise.
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice.
He sounds nice.
But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. What is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that.
In waste management.
You'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Deep joy.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's going to happen to 8 and 10?
Hey, which of you losers is going to ask for a day off? I think we're okay. Okay, so we were up to this track. Don't You Leave Me Here by Pierce Pickering Barrelhouse Jazz Band. Rolls off the tongue. Gang member Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Yeah. Gang hunt. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. So obviously I I had the wrong impression of the lady whose necklace got stolen, but yeah. Okay, working our way up the tree by the look of it. We'll start to investigate Ning He, I suppose. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you'll get to claim a reward. There's also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. Yeah. Right. What we got here? City Hall. Bao Liang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. They did approve our request for one more police officer. Oh, it has look at this guy. Yeah, George Mitchell. What's the betting that he's he's got some sort of hidden deficit? So yeah, no personnel. So we can hire one, but we're equal at the moment. It's a shift A. Yeah, we're shift B today. What's going on to Brito? So who do we... Well, we've got a couple of really terrible ones on that shift. So let's go for shift A. We'll bring in Officer Mitchell. There we go. How are we doing on our investigations? Have I just... Maybe I got these the wrong way around. What about that? Ah! Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions. Okay. How are we doing here? Port Warehouse. Travis works at the port as a loader. We've got to send 2 officers and the lead investigator. Okay. Well, he's an armed guy, so he's going to be pretty dangerous. Let's send Numata and Asano. Attempted murder. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager. He's trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Okay, again, that's pretty serious, isn't it? It's not maybe not as serious as some we might face. So let's send Purdy and Austin. Got him. Oh, doesn't say anything about casualties, so I assume that's fine. You're able to arrest all suspects. Nice. Caught, unharmed. I assume no civilians hurt, so that's cool. Off to a good start this shift. We got here carjacking. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. Okay, well, let's send... let's send Kochi, Tsubaki, and Price. Price, Whitman, and Haddad. City Hall, what do we got? We've got to wait a few more days. I'll probably ask for another officer in 4 days so that we can even up the teams. We determine the car thief's location. Overtake the offender and block the road. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him to custody. Catch up and open fire. Let's block the road. Hey! Good stuff, guys. Hostage situation, okay. A weeping child called in, saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. This has got to be his parents, right? Gotta be. But let's not take too much of a risk. I'm going to send these 3. We'll keep 2 good officers back. I'm assuming he's just pissed off as his parents. Go to the song. Well, let's move on to... Ah, God, I missed it. Oh, we got some Chopin. Nocturne in B major. Classical. It's all been very jazz and ragtime up till now. False alarm. I knew it. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Okay. I'm sure the timing of that was not coincidental. Like, if he'd sent your best officers to that, this thing would have kicked in. And you'd have no one. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying he was a drunk. The man isn't giving up so easily. Tell you what. Let's send Kochi and Price. The Sands need help. From Christopher G. Sand. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. Each time we show him whose side the police are on. Go on then, Tsubaki. Got him. What if it was the guy who got chucked out that we arrested, or the casino girl that he accused of stealing from him? Oh, just in before the lock. Assault with a deadly weapon in the city centre. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and pulled out a gun and opened fire. Yikes. Okay, so this is serious. I can't send SWAT. So we'll send our best guys. It's the last job of the day, so let's send all those. Tsubaki, what happened with you? Oh, if you click on them on this screen, you do actually get like a little rundown. That's pretty cool. Police cruiser is caught up with the van. Shoot out the tyres. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant and puts a gun to his head. Let that man go right now. Caught. Unharmed? Civilians unharmed. Good. Good job, guys. Excellent work. I think we're done, aren't we? How do I end the day? Did we not start to investigate him? I thought we did. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oops. Okay, well, let's put Mole and Armstrong on the case. DeBruto, I need you to just, like, recover, dude, because this is really annoying now. When does the day end? Maybe it's going to end soon. Okay, receiving stolen property. Ning He hid the stolen antique necklace. That's the one that was stolen. Right-hand man. He's the faithful assistant Jin Yang, a founding member of the gang. He's entrusted with the most serious jobs. Ning He keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buy of the necklace, and Ning He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed the night before, because an important deal was going down. Ning He is a key. Valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Okay. There we go, so we can end the day now. Long ass day. Why are you tired? Don't do anything. Jesus, man. Tempted to fire him, to be honest. I might do. This guy's never on the job either. Iba gum. Day 7, July 21st. Racist gangs run wild in city. Second tower to be built in Freiburg. Investigation into Francis Kendrick resumed. What's going on?
The people of Freiburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freiburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kinda like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really?
Robespierre was a French revolutionary leader, wasn't he?
Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Okay. Martin Stett is my new deputy. I got a new deputy. This is Roy. Looks like the janitors have been around to clean the toilets today. I don't know about you, but I care about cleanliness of my intimates. Can I go home? Yeah, you know, great loss, Roy, honestly, but come tomorrow. Alright, well, I guess we're going to start the day. Stovall's quite worn out. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? That's alright. I think I need to spend my nest egg on this. Now, there was one I hadn't played yet, so this one. Billabong by Lan Barnard and Bob Barnard. The Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it hardly costs you a thing. Alright. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report, and all the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed. Jesus. Investigation track. The Mafia will falsify a special investigation, and the detective who arrives at the scene will be killed. Only one detective. Hang on. This guy, he's just no good. He's never working either. Tend to have DeBrito taken out. We could do. We could have a go at that, couldn't we? Should we see if we can get DeBrito out? Okay. City Hall, I still can't do anything. So I could hire Johnny Iron. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed for time, but lunch is on you along with any other expenses. So, deputy. Send your staff for training. That's not bad. Barbecue. Send employees to an informal outdoor party. Hire a snitch. Pay an employee to gather important information for you. Consulting detective. To assist investigations. Buy names. Oh. Convince your employees not to testify against you. Okay, yikes. Paranoid much? I'm tempted to send some people out for staff training. Like, how many can I take? Oh, one. Let's send Birch Jr. then, because he's crap. I assume he's going to be unavailable today, probably. But I want to look into investigations. This stolen property one, because we can assign today's guys, can't we? So Moser and Beasley. You'll join that investigation. Right.
911 in progress.
Try not to send Stovall out today if we can avoid it. The Bigfoot Athletic Shoe Shop. A shoe store clerk reports that two teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying, ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Okay, not scariest crime. Why don't we send Robbins and Samadhi? Attempted murder. Man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband as taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. Okay, so that probably is pretty serious. Let's send Mitchell, Foxman, Grant. I can actually send him, even though he's training. So, okay. The teens are standing around smoking not far from the store, admiring their new shoes. Time to return those shoes, boys. Municipal assignments. Today in Freeburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door and ensure that visitors don't bring their handheld cameras into the theatre. God, that sounds like a job for Birch Jr. I guess we'll send Ozaki. Escaped? Oh dear. Good. Maybe I should have sent the SWAT to that one. Some good officers. Assault at Freeburg Elementary School. As a young father deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. Oh, God. Right, we're going to send Stovall to this as he's around. I'll try and let that be the only one he goes out today. Oof. We got anyone due back? We've got 4 officers. What's this one?
Mr. Boyd, I've got a very sensitive issue with our mutual friend, Charles Dills, that you can help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. Some of you guys went over there in uniform and told her those records was evidence in an important investigation. Yeah, well, she's just smiling and whatever they ask for. Not even check into the warrant.
Alright, doesn't sound particularly serious, so let's send Birch, Grant, and Foxman. Mafia assignment. Jack, we got something going down today at engineering plant at 2209. You wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think $4,000 should be enough for such a request. Are you giving me $4,000? Sure. I don't think he's asking me for $4,000. Maybe he's...
10 in progress.
The guard says someone got into the exhibition hall, scrawled pictures on the artwork and hid in the closet. Go on then, Mitchell. I think you got this. Yep. Assault sorted. Good. Chief, we helped Ulrich Bieber, and to thank us he gave us a Gennaro Crespo album, The Master. True, Grant prefers glam, so she was really sad and was at the bar by the time the shift ended. Okay, well, fine.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd.
Alright, I'll take the 3,000. How's the investigation going? Nothing yet.
We've got a situation here.
All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple of weeks, and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down, and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. Come out with your hands up. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists he's engaged in some kind of performance art, that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Don't worry, not in any trouble, we just want to talk.
210 complete.
Got. Yeah. Nice one, Mitchell. Okay, not too bad. We did fail that one where the wife got shot. But other than that, it's not been too bad. Didn't get anything to do with the investigations, though, which is a bit sad. Still nothing. They're working on it, aren't they? Okay.
In progress.
Theft. We just received a call from the groundskeeper at a machine factory. He spotted 2 offenders stealing aluminium from a factory through a hole in the wall. So we can send 4. Might send 3. Keep these 2 in reserve. Aha! 3 frames. Okay. What's that about the door? Here's a key to this. Okay, so how does this work? Brings them to the Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have it. So he brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed that night because an important deal was going around. He has a key, so I guess that's that, right? Yeah. Ning He, Chinese immigrant, hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past 10 years. Okay. Bring him in, guys. Yeah. Don't want to send Stovall out again. He's a bit exhausted. Let's risk Birch Jr. on this job. Oh, wait, why can't I send the lead investigator? Bollocks, we'll have to do that tomorrow then. Sometimes a call turns out a lot worse than anyone could have guessed. When this happens, officers might request reinforcements. If you've no one available to send and you don't want your people putting their lives on the line, you might need to call them back, but you'll be hanging the citizens out to dry. Okay, let's send Foxman and Birch. Psychological test. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all the cops over 50. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleanora Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Okay. What's this? What did I not do? Oh, is this the one you didn't want me to deal with? Might be. Maybe that was my bad. Oh well. I'll pay more attention to his request next time. Why are you tired? You didn't do anything. Stovall, what's going on? Okay, can I... No, I don't want to do the opposite. I want to order them to not come into work. Can I order them to stay home? It's not. Alright, let's just end the day. Day 8. City Treasurer doles out 90 grand for Mayor's birthday. Mysterious Robespierre announces political ambitions. 6 new restaurants to appear in City by year's end. Exciting news, I think you'll agree. This is Dr. Eleanora Waterbury. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image. You just look at them and tell me what you see. Someone offering something to someone? Two natives beating the drums? How do you see that? I see a man taking a handful of tablets in the barn. Kicking down a door. A man going back to his house. A butterfly. A man with a clock for a face. Red tape up a mountain? A woman decorating a Christmas tree. Yeah, probably that one. A dancing girl. No. A blue alien raping. No. A man giving a woman a Christmas ornament. A tower on a hill? The woman dropping the Christmas ornament. Pieces of the Christmas ornament all over the floor. Man with the head of a rhinoceros. I guess it's a woman slapping the man. Oh dear. Why, it's an octopus playing the piano. Of course it is. Nothing bad. The woman falling over with the Christmas tree. Why, it's a pile of autumn leaves. Thank you for your time, Mr. Boyd. I will inform you about the test results in the coming days. Shay Broom re-elected as Freeburg General Attorney. No black employees at City Hall. Mayor says accident. So he got rid of them, but we didn't. Major businessmen ready to invest in the future of the city. Moser, while I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling a little dizzy. Can I have the day off? No. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes. Yeah, we got some stripes. Let's get Grant above the sort of 150 threshold. There we go. I guess we'll cycle back to the beginning. Let's go back to this one. Feminist protest from City Hall. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organisation appeared in Freeburg. Today they are holding their first protest. It's As far as we know, the organisation is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. Let's show them what intimidation looks like, up close and personal. How about no? I'm not assaulting a peaceful protest, you absolute lunatics. Where's my... Is she going to be on shift now? I hope she is. Okay, well, let's send Grant and Robbins. Why is she not there? Hang on. You have to send 4 officers and swap. No, I'm not. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Tough shit. Where is she? She's at home. I thought she was supposed to come in. What? Should I just send them anyway? Maybe I'll send them anyway. Let's send the good cops. So let's send Mitchell and Izaki. It's a lower chance of success. Yeah. Should I say I could send in the SWAT? No, let's just do it. She's not going to bother coming to work. Hostage situation. A dissatisfied client entered some law offices with a pistol, took several employees hostage and demanded a meeting with the firm's partners. These shyster Jews took me for a ride. They sucked up all my money and my son still went to jail. Okay, well I think we're going to send SWAT to the old hostage situation. And we'll send our 4 currently available best guys. Alright, Roy, you got this. Holding the fort. Okay, what's going on here? Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest in a bit of good old Ludwig van. It will help with any violent urges you might be feeling. Yeah, well, I've got to get on this. We have something going down today at the casino at 12:40. We wouldn't want any police... Okay, so 12:40, don't send police. Okay. No! Where were you? You son of a bitch. Okay, what's going on here at least? Okay, which is alright there. Failed. What's going on here? Sawmill. We just got an anonymous call on a bad connection. Sounded like someone found a corpse near the forest. Okay. Moser, you go check. Last picture show theatre. The young woman set fire to the movie theatre during a show and fled. Okay, well, we're going to have Beasley and Davenport on this. What happened to that detective? Why weren't they at work? Oh, I didn't kill her, did Oh no. I think I might have sent someone to their death. I guess we'll see. Oh, don't do the casino. Let it time out. Whoops. It's not the one I wanted to kill. But you know, there's a free spot on shift A now. Oh. Or maybe there's not. Arson. Investigation has started. Okay. Well, let's see what they gather before we do anything there. Okay, we got the 8 grand this time. I know how that works now. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Boyd, today we're installing a new slot machine called Super Magdalene 3. The last time we put in a new one of the bigger kids almost broke it the first day. It'd be great if you could send us a couple of your men to keep the kids under control. Let's send our 2 best guys, Samadhi and Roy. Yes, that wasn't the detective I killed. I don't know why she's not at work. What we got here? Suspicious individual. A pregnant girl called in a report on a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. The doctor was behaving very strangely and attempted to persuade her to have an abortion, though she was already 5 months pregnant. Through streaming tears, she explained, the doctor said that for any 10,000 he could save me from the parasite inside my body. Okay, that's not great, is that? Let's send... Okay, we'll send Grant and Robbins on this one. Everything went great, boss. In fact, it's been a while since we had that much fun. We beat the hell out of them playing Hellfighter. Oh, 2 grand for that too. So, I feel like we should... let's... Oh, I can't send Roy. Oh, I can send Roy. Okay, let's do that. Or Moser. Definitely not. Okay, maybe tomorrow we'll be able to hire a new detective to replace Moser. Disorderly conduct in the ghetto. Housewife Takara Montez often complains to the police about her neighbours. They're constantly making a racket and often get into fights, always refusing to discuss things with their neighbours. She's called the police again today after hearing loud bangs in the apartment along with loud screams. According to her, about 6 or 7 people live in there. I doubt this is anything that big. I'm just going to send Foxman to this. I think it's another false alarm. Alright, so should we buy some Beethoven then? Go on then. Put on some Ludwig. The doctor spots the police, grabs a scalpel and boldly shouts, "Come on, I'll release your souls from this filthy world." I think this is a pepper spray situation. Good. Jack, we're about to bring in a large shipment of alcohol, but we've heard that our new partners like to play rough. We need a couple of your guys for insurance. Have the new hot team of Samadhi and Roy. The best the department has to offer. Oh, okay, the situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. Okay, well, in that case, we'll send Mitchell and Tazak. I guess it wasn't a false alarm. Who could have thunk? A call came in from a hotel occupant. She was concerned about the cries of a woman in an adjoining room. Sounds to me like someone is being raped, said the frightened elderly woman. Oh, okay, that's clearly a false alarm. One has to imagine. How's this investigation? I suppose they'd tell me if they got anything. They haven't got anything yet. Okay, we've got some frames. Come back to the next. Okay, I guess we'll do it. The incident occurred during the screening of the Jim Jarmusch film Stranger Than Paradise. The screen is ruined and members of the audience suffered minor injuries in the panic. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. The usher. I remember a girl with bright red hair. I sold her a ticket after the show started. Although I usually don't do that, but she was really, really nice. I noticed a bottle in her hand, but I thought it was soda. I wouldn't think such a pretty young lady would come to the movies with anything hard. David Mackay. I sat in the last row. A few minutes after the film started, I heard someone enter the room and slam the door. I was going to say something because I don't like it when someone distracts me from Jarmusch's vision. Then I saw a flash of fire and a flaming bottle flew straight at the screen. When the screen caught on fire, I thought it must be part of the show. You know what I heard? That Jim Jarmusch guy is from a nut house. Mr. Armstrong. When the fire started, I immediately started looking around for a way out, and that's when I spotted her, the red-headed fool. She ran away quick. There wasn't time to do anything. I guess that's the last one. Zoe Nosek, a student about a month ago. She unsuccessfully applied for an usher job at the theatre. Okay. I've only got Grant at the moment. So let's just let these two come back. Hang on, what's this about? Caught, unharmed. Good stuff. What about this one? She's on a permanent vacation. She's spent most of her time in her parents' house. So let's send Grant and Samadhi.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Rape at the hotel. Oh God, it was. It wasn't a false alarm. Oh no. Twice in this shift I've got it wrong about it being a false alarm. The door to one of the rooms on the second floor is standing ajar, and through it can be seen a large man holding a crying girl by the neck. He's striking her in the face and shouting, "Shut up, you whore, I paid you. Now keep quiet." Point a gun at the man. The girl managed to escape, but her pimp leaps for the man, and another fight breaks out. Pepper spray. The man shoves the pimp away and suddenly jumps out the window. Run down the stairs. Don't jump out the window.
611 complete.
They escaped. Damn it. That one's kind of on me for only sending the one guy, I think. I thought it was a false alarm. So, oh well. Caught. That's it. Caught. That's good. It's in the day. Ups and downs. Dead souls. Each of your employees receives a weekly salary. The ones who are still alive, anyway. But if you bury the paperwork, you can pull in some money from any deceased officers' salaries. So long as they're alive and healthy on paper, City Hall will keep printing perfectly healthy paychecks. No, because we're going to declare dead because I would like to hire a replacement. I think. I guess she's going to be away the next time because she's on a course. I could order someone to work tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Let's just let them have a day of rest. Rogers is responsible for Freeburg PD breakdown. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Mayor Rogers displeased with police department. Not sending a SWAT team to the peaceful protest. I think I forgot to feed my fish at the house. Can I have the day off? No. That'll be fine. You take my car to the shop. Can you spare me today, Austin? Yes, but come tomorrow. Okay. Brito was the one I wanted to send to be killed. Now, Mole, you're actually turning up today, are you? Absolute disaster. Ah! That's not the one. Oh well. Come on then, John Sangster. Play us a tune. Francis Birch Jr. flunked their exams and brought dishonour to the badge. God. Money well spent. Take care of the hero. Linda Purdy is today a hero, having pulled a drowning Senator Wallace Green from the river. The municipality, on the Senator's recommendation, has decided to reward her. The ceremony is scheduled for July 27th. I'm not sure what the actual date is today. And the event will be open to the press, as well as Mr. Green's family, who wish to personally thank the police. Make sure nothing unusual happens to this officer, so she'll be able to attend the ceremony and receive her medal without complications. Okay, right, now can I hire someone? We got two. I've got a cop slot as well. Is that because they gave me another one? I didn't lose one, did I? Can't remember. Maybe they just give me an extra slot. Well, let's hire someone to this shift, because this shift's rubbish. Oh god, these candidates. Well, let's take Lucas, and you can go on shift B. And I forget... Yeah, we've only got 2 detectives for shift A. So let's hire Johnny Iron. Yeah. City Hall. I want a raise. I think I'm doing a really good job. Let's not kill our officers. No open investigations. We'll keep that for now.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. Sometimes your officers will arrest only 1 or 2 criminals, but when you're taking down a whole group, it's better to bring a paddy wagon. The truly professional staff can cope without the need for special transport, but most officers prefer a paddy wagon when the situation calls for it. Too bad the department doesn't have the money for one. Oh, that's no good, is it? Crime in progress. Attempted murder. We can only send 1 guy. An ice cream van struck a schoolboy. The ambulance arrived quickly, but the boy was declared dead on the scene. The nearby residents are enraged and demand justice from the driver of the van. He's currently holed up inside the ambulance, while the paramedics try to reason with the crowd. The situation is spiraling out of control. Good luck, Yancy. So, if I go to City Hall, can I wonder if that's under that heading. I suppose it might be. Not that I could have done anything in time for today about that. Jack, some black gangster hit one of our shops. It's too much for us to deal with right now. Can you help? Bryce. Off you go. Situation serious. Requesting reinforcements. Yeah, so let's Kochi, Umada. I'm not going to send Purdy. Let's send those 3. Why didn't Price go to that mafia thing? Something at the courthouse, 6:30. Alright.
In progress. 410A.
Noise complaint. An elderly man called the police station reporting that terrible screams have been coming from the sawmill for over an hour. The hell is going on? What's the guy gonna do? We got a little sleep around here. You'd better go check it out. Alright, well I guess this is you, Purdy. Send prices. Court, unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Good work, guys. Just close that for now. I haven't got anyone available.
Mr. Boyd, I manage a large fleet of vehicles and wanted to organize a workshop for my new drivers. They have to learn how to behave on the roads. Your patrolman would never even need to look twice at our cars. Please send 3 of your best officers. They'll ride all day with my people and explain the intricacies of traffic flow and police monitoring. I've heard about the problems your department faces, particularly our obsolete fleet of police vehicles. So in return, I would be happy to donate a paddy wagon.
Yeah, that would be good. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to send 3 of my best officers, but I do want that paddy wagon, so let's do it. I think we're going to lose them for the rest of the day. The sawmill is surrounded by a 9-foot fence, and the gates are locked from the inside. Shouts can be heard from within. Break open. A man is threatening a young boy with a circular saw. The man is screaming hysterically. Pounce. Court, unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Good work, guys.
910B in progress.
Right, we're going to have to give that as long as possible. I think we might run out of time on it, though. Actually, I have Yancy, don't I? Okay, tell you what, let's leave it to the last possible second and see if I get my guys back. Okay, Yancey, you're going out for a robbery at the drugstore. Emergency call was received from an all-night drugstore. An addict has attempted to gain unlawful entry. He violently threatened a female pharmacist, demanding she open the cabinets. He might be able to ask for backup. Chief, we rode along and went over the basics with their empty-headed drivers. We're done for the day. Meanwhile, Mr. Sand dropped off a brand new paddy wagon. It's a nice piece of equipment. Too good for the idiots we'll be packing inside. Okay, good work, guys. A shame we've missed you. For the rest of the day...
in progress.
Okay, we've got some people. I'm going to leave that kind of as long as possible, I think. It's a homicide. Maybe I should get it. Alright, actually, let's do it. During sentencing, a serial killer by the name of Albert Ramirez seized a gun from the holster of the court bailiff, and after shooting several witnesses, barricaded himself inside the courtroom. The young stenographer has been taken hostage. Okay, this is a SWAT situation if ever I saw one. I'm going to do Purdy and Asano. I'm worried if I send Price, she's actually going to be more of a hindrance than a help. Let's go with that for now. How did he he escaped. Yancey. I think this might be a bit of a rough day with 3 officers down.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
I need a few more seconds. It's going to be Price. God. Assault. Emergency services arrived on call for a man complaining of chest pains. When they were treating him, the man suddenly attacked one of the EMTs, shouting wildly about the global pharmaceutical conspiracy. The other personnel managed to escape and called the police. Okay, Yancey, sorry man, you've got to go out on your own again. This is turning into a terrible day. How are the investigations going? Oh, we don't have anything yet. Why is he disappointed? Oh, I forgot it. Oh, God, I completely forgot about that.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
Okay, the door to the apartment is locked from the inside and unintelligible screams can be heard from within. Break down the door. The victim is bound and lying on the floor. The assailant sitting on top of him, waving a syringe filled with an unknown substance. A bottle of bleach is on the floor nearby. Point the gun at the man and order him to lie face down on the floor. The man jumps up, grabs some papers from the table. Everything's written down right here, all the evidence you'll need. They created these medications to control our mind. Well, the Freeburg police will begin an investigation right away. Let's talk down at the station. Got him. Yeah, good work, Yancey. And I guess that's it for the day. All right, could have been better, but you know, we were 3 men down for most of the day. Why are you tired? You didn't do anything. Jesus Christ. That'll do. Okay, but I think that's probably a good place to leave it for now, as we've just saved, coming up for an hour. That all seems pretty good. So yeah, definitely adding a few more elements to the game. We didn't do very well on that last one, but like I said, we were down 3 officers for that last shift, weren't we? Effectively. I keep forgetting about the mafia ones, the ones they tell me not to go to. I need to pay better attention to that stuff, clearly. But yeah, that was good. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you've enjoyed this episode, if you could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. And do leave a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on the game, how we're going so far. Yeah, obviously we're quite far away off saving up 500,000, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, not too bad so far. It would be I'd give myself maybe a B- or a C+ so far. But let me know your thoughts anyway on how it's going. And a thank you as ever to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking those out and gaining earlier access to the various videos and series I put out, that'd be awesome. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.